Birdie and I are cleaning up the outdoor kitchen today because we're entertaining. We're going to have a low country boil later today. Um, and, you know, I always start out not wanting to entertain. And then once it gets going, I just really love it. I really love uh, cooking for folks and putting on a shindig. Um, Maybe because I don't do it often. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about these girls. I owe you a video because this is today's Sunday. Tomorrow will be 6 weeks. These girls will be 6 weeks old. So I didn't do a video last week. And look at the difference here. See these 3 meat chicks, and sandwiched in between them is that little layer. That's my littlest layer. She's just a tiny girl. And she's in there to get warm, I think, because it's a little chilly this morning. I probably should turn their lights on. Although the meat chicks don't want light. They are little heat machines, little stink machines. And I've noticed at night, have been getting away from the light, so I didn't turn it on last night. So this little girl, she's smart. She knows how to get in there and catch some of that heat. But anyway, 6 weeks. I really should be butchering them right now. I really should. This is primo. This is the time. But familial obligations and schedules just are not going to allow it. So what I'm going to do is this afternoon, after everything slows down and people go home, I'm going to set up and get ready for butchering. And I hope, well, I wouldn't mind butchering maybe 4 this afternoon just to kind of get back in the groove and do a shakedown of my gear. And then I really hope to butcher some Wednesday afternoon. I normally butcher them all at one time, but I normally have help. I won't have help this year. So I think I'm going to butcher in little installments. And that may be a pain that I swear off of after I've done it. But these girls are ripe. They're ready to be butchered, and I really need to do so. I'm really loving the layers, though. I'm watching them, and they are just really growing. You can see the orange girls. What are those? You know, for a guy that raises chickens, I do not pay attention to what kind they are. They're getting big, and the white ones are getting big, except for that little girl there. She's just a little puny midget. We always have one little runt. And then my mystery chick over here, God knows what he is. I got a feeling he's a rooster. Pretty though. He's a pretty chicken. Look at those pretty black and auburn feathers. And then he's got the prettiest beak. I really like his look. Its look. I won't go forcing a gender on him yet. But anyway, if you're unfamiliar, excuse me, unfamiliar with meat chickens, this is, well, that's Birdie. That's Birdie up there. If you're unfamiliar with meat chickens, this is how big they can get in 6 weeks. That's why it's a heavy commitment for 6 weeks, but my Lord, what other animal can you raise for 6 weeks and be ready to butcher? And these are all at least 5, 4, you know, these are little 5-pounders. I mean, there's maybe 1 or 2 that's small. This one looks like one of the smallest of the meat chickens. But most of them, I would say, are 5 or 6 pounders. Look at that girl there. And they really need to be butchered. And if I was doing things right, I would be butchering them today. But one problem is I've already given them their feed. So I probably won't butcher today. I'll probably just do a shakedown of my gear. But because you need to take away their food for look at Birdie. That's Birdie's paws right there. She's tearing up my tarp. Ow! She's scratching me. Birdie's a nut. I really should be butchering them, and that's a failing of mine. If you do decide to go into meat chickens, plan wisely. Don't let a bunch of family show up on the day that you really should be butchering. And I tell you what, though, if you want to clear the house, if you want to get rid of people, start butchering chickens. People disappear. Either they don't have the stomach for the killing or the smell, or work. And that that includes my family. Anyway, I just wanted to give you this update on where we were with the meat chickens and show you my big failure, which is that I am not butchering them today. Moving them has been a good thing. You can see the trail that they leave, and that's only, you know, sometimes I'll leave them for 2 days. Over here, I only left them for a day, so they didn't leave much of a sign. But you can see back here where I was leaving them for 2, sometimes 3 days. Actually, over here they sat for a week. So that's a week, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, and then where you see hardly any trail, that's just leaving them for a day. And they do a number on your grass, but I tell you what, I hope to remember to show you this. In a month, this will be a bright green trail. As the rain soaks the chicken crap into the ground, and it mixes with this terrible soil that I have, it will really make it beautiful grass. Birdie is watching a squirrel right there, who's really, he's a young squirrel, an adolescent. He just doesn't realize the danger he's in. We've got a real large populations of squirrels this year, and they haven't been taught by their mamas, and Birdie's been really taking the population out. Yeah, he's brave or dumb, and I think Birdie will probably be eating here in just a few minutes, so I'm gonna leave her alone and not mess up her hunt. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will keep you updated on the meat chickens.